Hi, my name is Pratapa Bernard. I am the Vice President and Head of the Vodafone Solutions team, specifically focusing on emerging markets, part of the Vodafone Group. Apps has been a huge phenomenon ever since the smartphone advent came up in the market. The initial craze was more around in terms of creating applications for the developed economies, for the markets out in the US and Western Europe and the mature markets. But then gradually we found out that there are two big areas of opportunity in there. The first was in terms of the local content, local consumers in the emerging markets. They did not have applications or services that catered to their local needs. And solving that problem also required people who understood the local market, who understood the construct, the challenges, and this was not something that developers in Europe or North America could solve. And to add to this, there is immense talent that we discovered within these countries who would have the opportunity to put their talent to use, develop apps that solve social and local issues. And that was the real driver for us in actually putting together the whole App Star program to foster innovation in the local market, to foster innovation and bring that talent to the forefront. And that is the context for this whole App Star contest in the first place. I was really surprised and I was extremely happy to see the quality of talent on display today, the nature of applications, the passion with which they're bringing in. Many of the people that we saw, the students, the teachers, and some of the other youngsters who are putting in there, they're really coming in from actually a passion. It's not that they're looking at it from a technology standpoint. And that was a real encouragement. I need to solve a math problem. I need to teach arithmetic to students. I need to help tourists find their way when they visit my country. And how do I do that in a very interactive manner? So they're really emotional and passionate about what they're doing. There are a couple of things that I would like to see these people take it forward. First thing is that it is essential for us to focus on the consumer. It's not technology that matters. Technology and features and capabilities should actually be away from the consumer. We would like to have an application or a scenario where the consumer never has to deal with technology in itself. They need to continue doing the day-to-day things, and the technology is behind empowering that interaction. So that is the focus. Focus on the user experience, focus on the usability, focus on the interaction to the consumers. The second critical element is the need to collaborate, the need to work with other people in the ecosystem and make this happen. It's not something that one individual or one company is going to solve the entire problem. Just as much as Facebook and Zynga got together to actually create games on the social community, it requires that collaboration to create that engagement and activity, and it is important for you to network, it's important for you to collaborate, and it's important for you to connect the dots with other players in the ecosystem, and therein lies the keys to success. The next wave of opportunity and applications is actually going to be local and hyper-local. But really where the next wave is going to come is they're going to be smaller communities, there are going to be a lot of local requirements, and especially in our markets, one of the big challenges is that we do not have digital content as it exists in many of the developed markets. And so the real requirement is for people in society, in that community, to actually put forward that. And we identified that some of the challenges were that this talent needed to be nurtured. The talent needed to be, they need to be trained, they need to be provided advice, there is technology development that the people need to do, business plans, putting the whole proposition together, and then eventually taking it out to the market. And that is where we really feel that the need to actually capitalize on this opportunity. And given the size of the market and given the number of people in Africa and Asia and the other emerging markets, the revenue and the business opportunity eventually behind this whole app economy in these markets could be much bigger and will be bigger than Europe and North America put together.